guys, I'm Annabelle and welcome to Meeple Village. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing of Funkoverse, the Alice in Wonderland expansion set. Now, Nicole D asked me to do a run through of this. I told her I don't own that one yet, but thanks to Cyber Monday deals and my eagerness to please you guys and to let you see what you want to see has made me go ahead and pull the trigger on this one, and we're going to unbox it today, and then we're going to have a playthrough coming soon here on Meeple Village, so stay tuned. But join me at the table and let's see what's in the box. So if you watched the channel before, you know that I own a couple of these Funkoverse strategy games. What is it, like some of the Game of Thrones and Back to the Future and DC and a couple others. If you haven't seen those run-throughs, you can check them out here in the channel. Today we're going to open up Alice, which apparently has Alice and the Queen. So in the back you kind of see, as usual, it comes with two characters, it comes with two maps, but this one I believe comes with two different items, which is weird because most of these boxes only come with one item, but this one is special in that way, I think, according to what I read. So on the contents, which is tiny, so I don't suppose you get to see it yet, but we'll explore the contents together and figure out if what I read was true and if there are actually two items in the game. Funkoverse is a fun game. If you haven't played it, I do recommend it. It's a fast strategy game. I actually learned about it from a friend that didn't play board games, but she collects pops. And somebody gave it to her. She didn't know how to play it. She asked me if I could figure out the rules for her, and I did, and I actually liked the game. So, all right, as usual, we have dice, we have tons of tokens, and yes, there are two items, I believe, mallets apparently. And underneath all of these things, we find more stuff. So we're gonna take a look at all of it. Where do we start? Let's start with the tokens. Let's start with the items, since there's two of them in this one. So first, there's two stands, and we're back to the regular colors. In the last couple of games I've opened, they've had some funky colors, but these are back to the black and white. And then here's a green mallet. I love it. It's very cool. And there's also a pink one. I'm sure we're going to read the cards when we get to the cards in a minute. The dice just seem to be the usual ones that come in the game, nothing special about them. There's the exclamation symbol, which is a result of 3, either for blocking or attacking. There's a block, there's an attack, another block, and then there's another block, another attack, and 2 more attacks. So 1, 2, looks like 3 attacks plus the triple, and then 2 blocks plus the triple. The victory points on this particular one are a soft pink color, which very nice. And as far as tokens, there are these ones that I don't recognize from anywhere else. And I do recognize the Queen of Hearts. So there we go. This is the active player token. 4 activation tokens to mark the characters have gone. Here's the mana token or energy tokens. Looks like these characters are going to be using yellow, green, yellow, red, and blue. The flags, stars on the back to denote objectives. The A, B, C, D tokens, where you can get victory points, and on the other side just shows you that there are victory points each. There's these swirly things. I'm guessing are their objectives. Then we have these ones that I'm not sure what they are. Maybe companions? Is it upside down? I don't even know what it is. I think they go like that. Some kind of little furry animal. And the always late rabbit. And then there's our other tokens. Here's a kitten. This is the knockdown side. And there's also a playing card, which I'm guessing is for the queen side, knockdown side. Here's Alice, looking cute as usual. And then here's a queen with all this glitter on her outfit. I like it. And both of them are ready to hold an item in their hands. Alright, and that's it as far as tokens. We're going to go dig into the cards. There's going to be our player cards, our objectives, all sorts of fun stuff. Of course, the manual and the map. Let me show you the manual. I don't suppose that it's going to be very different from other games, because you can obviously play them under, interchangeably and take characters from other games. But I'm just gonna let you kind of look through these and using the map. Moving is so hard in this game, like not hard, but like sometimes, like, I know I make mistakes sometimes because the rules, they're more intricate than you would expect from a game that you would think is kind of like a gateway game for people that like collect pops but are not real gamers. And then there's a ad for one that I already own, The Nightmare Before Christmas. I like that one. And one more thing is, I think I have enough now in the collection to actually put a funky game of Funkoverse. See what I did there? Where we mix really weird characters like Marty McFly and the Queen of Hearts and the team together against Arya Stark and I don't know, Catwoman. So I want to get your ideas of what teams you think I should put together in an epic Funkoverse showdown to maybe do a run through in the future for you guys of one of those, some of those cool teams that we can put together because of the diversity that Funkoverse brings to the table. But moving on, let's open this one up. And these are the cooldown tracks with cool art in the back. I will show you. They're both the same. Here she is holding her mallet. I think this is when they were playing. Oh, and I see what they're hitting. Okay. I must say I'm not what do you call it? Like, I'm not very familiar with the Alice in Wonderland story. I know I watched it as a kid. As usual, here are the different ways we can play this game. This seems to be the smaller map. And then runners on this other side of the map. Here's another one, and I like that these seem a little different from the rest of the other games scenarios. And finally, one that we're all familiar with, flags. So we have the normal skills or abilities that they can do. These are the characters that I showed you first, the playing card and the kitten, and they have the abilities that everybody can use because they can only use basic abilities. But here's our queen, who is get to the part where I lose my temper. At the start of the game, give the queen the temper status card. After a rival, the queen can see, doesn't interact or assist, place the temper status card on the 2 of your cooldown track and do a basic move or challenge. And we'll get to see the temper card in a minute. And then on the cooldown number 3, a red mana or energy. Up with her heads is her attack challenge 4. That's a big attack. If the queen is angry, decrease the ability cost by 2. Wow, let's get her angry. And then for 2, yellow, all ways are my ways. Move 1 and ally those and move 2. Then if the queen is angry, they do a challenge 2. And for another 2, I'll put and then putting 2 on the cooldown track, a yellow mana, her Imperial Majesty, choose a rival or token the queen can see within 2 squares, move them 2 squares. So moving people around. Ordering people around, because that's what she does. And here's that temper. While the temper status card is on your cooldown track, the queen is angry. Alright, and this cannot be discarded. So that's how you make her angry. Doesn't seem too hard. And here's Alice, who will follow the white rabbit. This is her ability that's passive. When Alice becomes exhausted, you may place the white rabbit minion token in a square Alice can see. Then Alice may do a move 1 towards the white rabbit. Okay, and then for 1 on the cooldown track, a yellow, then she gets choose a token within 3 squares that Alice can see and place her adjacent to it. Okay, she moves pretty quickly. And then grow larger, which is her attack, do a challenge 2 to each adjacent rival. Push each adjacent rival and token 1 square. And then if she wants to grow smaller, move 2. This may move Alice through rivals and obstructions. And then the 2 items, there's a pink flamingo mallet. It actually has a challenge, so a fight. Move 1, challenge 3. And it goes on the cooldown on 2. You can see it on the top right hand item. And the green flamingo mallet is also a challenge or an attack. So challenge 3, move the target 1 square. Item. And finally, let's take a look at the map. As always, it is going to be 2-sided. So we're going to have 2 playing fields for our characters to play on. And let's see. I think one is the playing field where they're playing with the mallets. Come on. There we go. And as usual, we should have one bigger than the other one. Yeah, this looks like the tea table. And this is the smaller of the two maps. So there's a table in the middle, very busy. Walls, 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 walls. Or I should say, they're not walls, they're obstructing terrain because these are chairs, I guess. And then, oh, on this one, it's a little different. You can put your character card here, your ability tokens. Usually there is a cooldown track on these, so you can just put your tokens right on it. But here, it's actually kind of giving you a place to put all of your your character cards and your ability cards. You can even put the small character card or the big character card. Okay, it's a little bit of a difference there. Then on the other side, it is that playing field which gives you a lot of room to move on with no obstructions. I kind of like that because, again, I hate moving in this game with these obstructions and trying to figure out where can I move and where can I not move. And a lot of paint everywhere. Very cool. I like it. And that is it, guys. That's everything that comes in the box for Funkoverse, the Alice in Wonderland set. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, there will be a run through for this one since Nicole B asked for it. Wait for it. It's coming. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to follow us on Twitter and on Instagram. I will see you all on the next one. But until then, may you play more games.